Divine Grace, Srila Prabhupada. Hearing is the most important process. If you simply hear submissively, everything will be revealed and one becomes purified. I'll repeat again. Hearing is the most important process. If you simply hear submissively, everything will be revealed and one becomes purified. May I know who all have joined the call today?
Hare Krishna Mataji and Hare Krishna to all the devotees. This is Sundar Bandari from Maryland. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Surinder Prabhu, Dandavat Pranam. Thank you so much for joining the call and for chanting in the morning.
Hare Krishna, this is Vinod Maheshwari.
Hare Krishna, Vinod Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. Thank you for joining the call and for chanting with all of us. Hare Krishna, all glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj.
Hare Krishna Mataji, this is Amritamani Devi Dasi from Augusta, Georgia. Hare Krishna to all of you and all glories to Gurudev and Gauranga.
Hare Krishna, Amritamani Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Thank you so much for joining us every day for the Japa session and for chanting beautifully. We really appreciate your association.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji and Hare Krishna to all devotees. This is Malini from Ashburn, Virginia. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Malini Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Thank you so much for your wonderful association every day for chanting so beautifully. Hare Krishna.
Thank
Hare
you,
Krishna,
Mataji.
Premanandi Mataji, and all the Samba devotees. Dandavat Pranam, Shri Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Maharaj ki jai. This is Shamarasika Devidasi from Germantown, Maryland.
Hare Krishna, Shamrasika Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Welcome back, Mataji. We are so glad to hear your voice. We missed your association.
Yes, I missed you all too.
We can say three
And
times Hari
welcome back.
Bol, Mataji.
Hari Bol,
Hari Bol,
Hari
Hari
Bol,
Bol, Hari
Hari
Bol.
Bol.
Hari Bol.
Hari Bol.
Welcome back, Mataji.
Thank you so much, everybody. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Anyone else?
Krishna, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. This is Nikunj Rasadas from Town, Maryland. And my special dandos to everyone after a long time. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Nikunjaras Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Welcome back, Prabhuji. Thank you so much for joining us today. Let's chant Hari Bol for Prabhuji as well. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. We are grateful for your association, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Mataji, and everyone in the call. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Oh, Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. I see that our speaker has joined the call. So, welcome everyone to the Bhagavatam, morning Bhagavatam session. Today we are extremely fortunate to have His Grace Yugal Kishore Prabhuji joining us from Detroit. Prabhuji is going to enlighten us on Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 8, Chapter 10, Verse 2. Hare Krishna Prabhuji, whenever you are ready, you may take over the call.
अज्ञानातिमिरन्दस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपकदा मह्यं ददाति शुभदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरोन् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणा रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजना सहितं कृष्ण चैतन्य देवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सगणा ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितंश्च ये कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्त राधा कान्त नमोस्तुते तप्त काञ्चन गौरांगी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी प्रणमानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः जय श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवसदि गौर भक्तवृंदा हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Mukam karoti vachalam pangum langayate girimitripatam munde. Shri Gurandhanatarana Paramananda Madhav Sri Chaitanyeshwaram Namam Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Tanam Namaste Sarasdevi Gauravani Pracharani Risse Shunyadi Paschadistarane Hare Krishna Sadhyatva Amritam Rajan Payatva Swakan Suran Pasyatam Sarvabhutanam Yayo Garuda Vahanaha. O King, after Supreme Personality of Godhead had brought to completion the affairs of churning the ocean and feeding the nectar to the demigods, for all his dear devotees, he left the presence of them all and was carried by Garuda to his abode. So, there is no purport. Seeing the victory of demigods, demons became intolerant of their superior opulence. Thus they began to march towards demigods with raised weapons. Thereafter, being enlivened because of drinking the nectar, the demigods were always at the shelter of the lotus feet of Narayan, used their various weapons to counterattack the demons in a fighting spirit. O King, a fierce battle on the beach of Ocean of Milk ensued between the demigods and demons. The fight was so terrible that simply hearing about it would make the hair on one's body stand on end. Both parties in that fight were extremely angry at heart, and in enmity they beat one another with swords, arrows, and various varieties of other weapons. Purport. There are always two kinds of men in this universe, not only on this planet but also in the higher planetary systems. All the kings dominating planets like Sun and Moon also have enemies like Rahu. It is because of occasional attacks upon the Sun and Moon by Rahu that eclipses take place. The fighting between the demons and demigods is perpetual. It cannot be stopped unless intelligent persons from both sides stick to Krishna consciousness. Hare Krishna. Actually, I came to India 3 weeks ago, very sick. So trying to recover. So I'm in India now. So that the purport is, see, the Samudramanthan pastime is very instructive. The Samudramanthan pastime is very instructive. So both the parties wanted, actually, if you go back to the last chapter, 28th, 29th verse, the both parties, they wanted nectar, but they got the opposite results. It is all because of only one reason. Those people who have taken up the shelter of Krishna, Narayan, they got nectar and others didn't get. So if we sincerely take shelter of Krishna, I'm talking to myself, then what are the problems we'll be able to overcome? Bhagavad Gita 16th chapter speaks of the qualities, demoniac qualities, divine and demoniac qualities. Fearlessness, purification of one's existence, cultivation of spiritual knowledge, charity, self-control, performance of sacrifice, study of Vedas, austerity, simplicity, non-violence, truthfulness, freedom from anger, renunciation, tranquility, aversion to fault-finding, compassion for all living entities, freedom from covetousness, gentleness, modesty, steady determination, vigor, forgiveness, fortitude and cleanliness, freedom from envy, from the passion, freedom from envy and from the passion for honor. These are transcendental qualities. So demoniac qualities are pride, arrogance, conceit, anger, harshness, and ignorance. So Krishna is very clear, the transcendental qualities are conducive to liberation. Demoniac qualities make for bondage. Wow. If we develop Krishna consciousness, is not just chanting I mean, definitely, but Chaitanya Charitamrita says, if you chant, you'll be pulled towards the perfection, no doubt. Whereas, we also, apart from sadhana, we need to develop sadachar, good behavior. Talking to myself, of course. So, because demoniac qualities they lead to bondage, means birth and birth, birth out, birth out, birth. And the transcendental qualities, we come closer and closer to Krishna, and we go back to Krishna eventually. Haridas Thakur in prostitute, she was hired by Ramchandra Khan with a singular objective to ruin him. But she made a point. I wanted to enjoy him before I ruin him. Wow, that's a quality. That is what is called lust. But Haridas Thakur quality towards her was love. Love means she is coming to me for some reason. Let me help her, deliver her from secular clutches of birth and death. Amazing. So it's a battle between demons. So there is a battle between our mind and intelligence. Mind, always wants short-term instant enjoyment. And mind is not really concerned what's going to happen later. Intelligence, when we do nice sadhana and service, sadhana, seva, sadachar, and swadhyay. First is sadhana, second is sadachar, third is swadhyay, means reading of Prabhupada books. Fourth is seva. So these four qualities, if we cultivate parallelly, simultaneously, we make progress. The problems we go through, we overcome them eventually. So, but instead, just because I'm chanting my rounds, I should not utilize Krishna consciousness to do wrong things. We should endeavor, we should sincerely try to make progress. We should sincerely try to make a progress. Then, whatever the tests nature will give us, they will only make us strong inside. What is that verse? Kamakrodhastadalabhascha tasmat etat trayam trividam narakasyedam dwaram nashanamatmana kamakrodhastadalabhascha. So what are the three gates leading to hell? Kama, lust. Lust means, just gross sense enjoyment is the, I heard in one lecture of Radhana Swami, he says that's the grossest form of lust. Lust means we do everything that is not in accordance with Krishna. That is lust only. When lust is unfulfilled, anger will come. Krodha. And when anger is not, now what is that? When lust is fulfilled nicely, we become lobha, greed. I want more and more and more. When lust is not fulfilled, anger. When somebody's lust is fulfilled, envy. Hare Krishna. So the point is, we need to sincerely chant, take shelter of the holy name. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Prabhupada is telling, I was reading yesterday, today morning, Chintamani pragrasat mashukalpa vriksha laksha vriteshu swarabhira vipalayantam lakshmi sahasrasa sambram sevyamanam govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami. We should recite the prayers. What is that? We should express our helplessness. What is independence? Expressing our dependence on Krishna. Demons, they had no faith in Krishna. They had full faith on their own strength. I'm intelligent. I have strength. I'm very qualified. have all this money. So we have more faith in our assets and 401k than Krishna. We are conditioned by circumstance, I can fully understand, no doubt. But the only thing that will come with us is a bead bag, So the Hare Krishna mantra, the grace. So that way at least we should take shelter of Krishna in the form of his holy name. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has, has given us this process, easiest process. Suklambar Brahmachari and Kola Sridhar, they're just, nobody even knows Kola Sridhar. Suklambar Brahmachari, everyone thought he was a beggar. But Suklambar Brahmachari was not a beggar. In the form, of course, just in the with the name of in the name of going door to door for Modikari, he would induce them to chant the holy name. So we should develop this attitude of attitude of somehow good behavior, sadachara. That comes from actually what is that book distribution, prasadam distribution, prachar, or helping others to do prachar. All these things will help. Time is running out for everyone. Ayur harati vaipumsan. Udayan astamche annasa utasyardi atakshunanita uttam sloka vartayat. So we need to make progress. Sincere progress. Otherwise, what happens? To the extent we are sincere, that much extent we become successful in our in our human life, human form. So the demons actually today's lesson is very instructive. Today's verse, what is that? Krishna served nectar to devatas. That is one point. And they because of their, party A, party B, and party A is actually serving Krishna's, serving Krishna's instructions sincerely. They were the universal administrators. So the verses before say that if the nectar was given to the demons, they're like snakes. That will do only harm. So he decided not to give it to them. Then why Rahu got it? Vishnu Chakravarti Thakur says, only to prove the efficacy, the power of nectar. So this is just to show the power of nectar, Krishna allowed Rahu to stay. Krishna allowed Rahu to come this side. So what is that? Then what happens? They all got the see. The end of the day, Krishna will win. Why? He has both the energies, mental energy, spiritual energy. Everything is with Krishna, Supreme Personality of Godhead है वो तो. भगवान है. जो वो चाहते हैं वही होगा. So when demigods, can you believe what a power? He told them, hey, look, I'm like a prostitute. Don't trust me. I'm a chanchala. My mind is flickering. I may cheat you. No, you will not cheat me. Oh, wow, amazing. In America, 70% of marriages are divorced in first 3 years. Every marriage is a love marriage. Means what? Every boyfriend thinks my girlfriend is the best, chaste and faithful. My girlfriend thinks same thing. But out of 10 people, 7, they cannot. That is the meaning of infatuation. Once that sense enjoyment is over, egos will come out. So in the name of law, people come together. But what is the real result is, when there is no Krishna, it's only Maya. If it's true for everyone, even devotees. So then what happens? They end up in courts, family courts. 3 years ago, I don't want to see you. No, 3 years ago, I can't wait to see you. Now I don't want to see you. Why? Where is Krishna in that? When Krishna is not there, the 3 modes interact. What is her name? Mandodari never left Ravan. But Mandodari never supported Ravan. She said, hey, you rascal, she didn't say, rascal, you're doing wrong. But Ravan never listened. But a Pativrata Dharma, she stayed together. So the demons, they became intolerant. Arey, how can you get? Still, we have power. They fought. But there's a very interesting thing, you know. After this episode, demons were defeated, no doubt. Bali Maharaj was attacked. Again later, Bali Maharaj wins. The demigods drank the nectar. Haribol. What is this world? This world, success and failure, there they come and go. Bhakti is important. What is important? Bhakti is important. Actually, just before the call started, I just read a very interesting, amazing thing. Somebody forwarded actually, you know. Uh, uh, I just want to read it for you all. Can I read it?
Yes, Prabhu, please.
So 75th Vyasapuja offering by His Holiness Radhana Swami. Go deep into hearing, chanting and service. Cultivate the mood of pleasing Krishna. Strive to be united as a community. Practice enthusiasm to share bhakti. Bhakti is about pleasing Guru and Krishna, not numbers. Wow, not numbers. Oh, you have preached to so many people, I have not preached less people. Or you know what is that? Cultivate the mood of pleasing Krishna, not pleasing our mind and senses. I'm chanting so that I can stay Krishna conscious. I'm chanting so that I can be part of the community. You know, we have some enthusiasm, you know, of course, otherwise we'd not have taken up Krishna consciousness, no doubt. But these instructions go a little deeper. Go deep into hearing and chanting and service. Then we take shelter. Cultivate the mood of pleasing Krishna. You know, actually, I'm chanting for years, literally, decades. Then I heard something amazing. If you try to chant to control your mind, it'll take billion years. How do we make progress? One day I thought, then what is the meaning? I don't know where I read it. What is the meaning of Hare Krishna mantra? Oh my Lord, please engage me in your service. Oh my Lord, please engage me in your service. So you add this line while chanting, oh, in between, whenever you remember, my Lord, oh Krishna, or Radharani, please engage me in your service. The mantra combination of Radha and Krishna is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Oh, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, please engage me in your service. Oh, Radharani, please engage in your service. Oh, Krishna, please engage in your service. Please help me. You do like this, you'll make progress in 6 months. Mananam, mantrartha chintanam. Actually, when I was doing this few months later, Sachinandan Maharaj did a retreat. I didn't attend, but a couple of devotees attended. Then they said this, I'm surprised. Sachinandan Maharaj gave this verse. Mananam means what? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Mananam, you chant, you continuously chant, you sincerely chant. But what is the next one? Mantrartha Chintanam. What is the meaning of mantra? Oh Krishna, oh energy of Krishna, Radharani, engage me in your service. Oh Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the meaning, that entire mantra is Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's personification. So, my Lord, engage me in your service. Please, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Wow, if you do this, you'll make more progress in 6 months. This I came to know very late. So, why I'm telling this is, if you always say this, if you want to do PhD in Bhakti, come to ISKCON. If you just want to do Tutu Mantram, it doesn't work like that. You know, if you just do it for the sake of doing it, it doesn't work like that. You know, body is a machine. So face may be beautiful, but body, you know, there is a liver, there is a pancreas, there is intestines. You know, you put the food here, it has to come down. Such a processing machine. So why old age disease, birth old age disease, death and death is there? Or somewhere Krishna will think this guy will surrender. He may be arrogant. in his youth, but he'll surrender. You know, if he surrenders, Krishna waits, tomorrow he'll surrender, tomorrow. In old age he'll surrender. In disease he'll surrender, death he'll surrender. Somewhere he'll surrender. If not, Krishna says, okay, next birth you will surrender. Amazing. Krishna's patience is incurably wonderful actually. Krishna has that patience. So Prabhupada said, just chant Hare Krishna. Actually, the same verse I was reading these verses. If you just remember Krishna, actually the demo, the future verses, Devatas, there's a big fight going on. If you remember Krishna, you'll become victorious. For somebody who remembers Krishna, there is no failure. Krishna, of course, based on our karma, we may go through a little bit here and there, but if you genuinely take shelter of Krishna, Krishna will protect us. In Christian tradition, there is a saying, I think in Christian tradition, what is that? So, no, there are two legs. I mean, so four footsteps in the sand. Suddenly what happens is 4 footsteps stop to become 2 footsteps. Then the devotee tells God, my Lord, that's when my problem came. And you disappeared, you left me there. We can translate the same thing to us. Then Krishna says, Beta, I did not, those are not your footsteps. They are my footsteps. I carried you. When Krishna puts you to the problem, he'll put you through the problem. He'll carry you through the problem. Haribol. That's why your footsteps are not visible, because I carried you through the problem. We need to have this faith. We need to have this genuine faith. When Krishna puts you to it, Krishna will put us to it. Krishna will put us through it. See, Prabhupada, I'm telling this is, Prabhupada is writing here. I mean, the Bhagavatam is telling, Vyasdev is telling, moon and sun, they're powerful, they're the owners of the planets. But they go through being attacked in the eclipses. During, during which time Rahu attacks them. Rahu swallows them, Hare Krishna. Can you imagine this? It happens every year, more or less. It is exactly like, every day you get up in the morning and, you're still off asleep, you go and turn the tap. You're fully confident that water will come. But one day it won't. It will come every day, no doubt. One day it won't come. So we have full faith. When you sit in the flight, you have full faith. Pilot, you don't ask and go and check the pilot. Do you have? Can you show me your pilot license? Or when you go and see the doctor, you don't ask the doctor. Can you show me your MBBS degree or MD degree? When we are putting faith everywhere, why can't you put faith in Krishna's grace? It's important. And it's very, very important. So when we develop faith, when Krishna will put us through it, so when Krishna will put us to the problem, Krishna will put us through it also. But what to do? So when Rahu and Ketu, what is that? And sun and moon are swallowed by Rahu and Ketu. Can you imagine such a powerful personality you are? Sun comes, so he illuminates the whole universe. Moon comes, actually whatever fruits we are eating because of Krishna, because of moonlight. Moonlight, actually what it does? Moonlight is the cause of the juices in the fruits. And Bhagavatam says, what's that? Bhagavad Gita says sun and moon are the eyes of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Vishwarupa, universal form. But they go through trouble. That's why Prabhupada says metal world is not a place for a gentleman. So we have to utilize human life. We all remember how 2025 started. It is ending soon. Hare Krishna. We are aging out soon. So are we taking shelter of Krishna? We should take shelter of Krishna. Means have faith in Krishna. Process works. There used to be a Mataji by name Kulangana Mataji in London. Actually 2000. I went to London, for 1 week I gave classes. She came and attended my class. I felt so shy. She's so senior Prabhupada disciple. She was attending just to hear from me. So Kulangana Mataji, for 40, 50 years, she made Sandesh to Radha Londoneshwara. Or Radha Gokulananda, I don't remember one of the two. I think Radha Londoneshwara only, because I stayed in Manor, yeah. She made every day Sandesh. Every day. But eventually body is a body. See, Siriyati, Ananayati, iti shariram. That which is going to be slowly destroyed his body. Eventually she became old. And she was in the last days. And one day, doctor came and doctor thought she was in coma. And doctor was trying to wake her up. She said, "Why are you disturbing me when I'm meditating on Krishna?" Wow. When I'm meditating, don't disturb my meditation on Krishna. Amazing. So the point is, we need to develop. When I speak like this, I'm telling myself. When you hear like this, mananam, mantrartha chintanam, shravanam, mananam, nididhyasanam. Listen and meditate, and I should apply this point in my life. Then what happens is Krishna's grace will come. What do you think? So the point I'm making is, oh no, so we should take shelter of Krishna today. See now what is that? They became defeated. Then there's a battle. Battle is not a happy thing. So there's a battle in our mind also. Mind is dying for sense enjoyment. Intelligence is telling no, yes and no, yes and no. But we all agree, if we have been chanting for a while, and our intelligence is sharp enough to say no to the demands of our mind and senses. It is the major ones. There is nothing wrong, Prabhupada says in third canto Srimad Bhagavatam, what is that? Third canto, this Swayambhu Manu's pastime. So we all have certain desires, legitimate, there's nothing wrong eating Mahaprasad, giving birth to children and getting them married. Swayambhu Manu gave birth to who? Priyavrat, Uttanapada, and Devahuti. I think 3 daughters and 2 sons. Devahuti, Akuti, Prasuti, 3 daughters and 2 sons. Amazing. But he gave his daughter to Devahuti to Kartam Muni. Amazing. Wow. Supreme Personality of Godhead was born. Can you believe? Swayambhu Manu's grandson is Krishna himself. Amazing. So the point I'm making is we should execute Krishna consciousness in a normal way. Keep Krishna in the center. Sthane ye Jnani prayasamudapasya namantaiva. Charitam bhav. Sorry, I forgot. Sthane. What is that? Sthane sita shutigata tanvan manobir ye praya sojita jitopyas trilokyam. Something like that, So what is that? Don't speculate on Krishna. Stay where you are. Add Krishna to your life. You'll attain the perfection of your life in this life, not after death. It's very important. So, any question or comment? That's what I want to speak today.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. Thank you so much, Prabhu, for explaining that verse in detail. You said the 3 gates leading to hell are lust, anger, and greed. And another takeaway for me was expression of our dependence on Krishna is real independence. If anyone has questions or comments for Prabhuji, they may go ahead now, and I will wait for my question. I will ask after everyone is done. Everyone go ahead.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Thank you so much for this wonderful class. This is Geeta. I wanted to ask you, Prabhuji, I'm a little confused. Yesterday also, I think there was an explanation which, I was on YouTube, so I could not ask. Was a little bit more clarification on lust, because it was mentioned that it is not just lust doesn't mean only in a sexual way, it's many other things. If you don't mind explaining that, Prabhuji, I'll appreciate it. Thank
I
you.
heard this lecture. I heard in lecture. I used to think like that only, but last actually, I'll tell you. For years, this was a tough question for me. Prahlad Maharaj is telling I'm lusty. What is a 5-year-old boy? That a pure devotee Narsingh Krishna came in the form of Narsingh Swami. Then later I heard lust means it's not just sensual enjoyment, but lust means anything you do not in accordance with Krishna's desire. That is lust only. Because you're trying to satisfy, either your mind or your senses. But on higher levels, you're trying to do something because it's pleasing to you. We don't do anything that is not pleasing to us. The only question is, if whatever you're desiring to do is not in accordance with the desire of Krishna, it's lust. Got you? I hope you understood.
But that could include anger also, Prabhuji. Not desired by Krishna, greed. Is that
Obviously.
so?
No, you just asked me the question on lust.
Right.
Anger means when lust is unfulfilled, anger will come. Kamesh, Krodesh, Rajagun, Sattva. When your lust is fulfilled, you want like you got $10,000, you want more. So when the lust is fulfilled, it will lead to greed. When lust is not fulfilled, it will lead to anger. They're all demonic qualities.
Okay. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Any other question or comment?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Thank you so much for the wonderful class, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, my question is, Jiva is infinitesimal part of the Vibhu Krishna. So qualitatively, there are some controlling, enjoying, maintaining propensities there. So how to get away from that propensity and do everything for Krishna?
Bhakti, Prabhu. So Anya Vilashata Sunyam Jnana Karma Dhanavratam Anukulyana Krishnanuselanam Bhaktiruttama. So if you have developed, actually that's why Bhakti Yoga is perfect. Not Karma Yoga, not Jnana Yoga, not Dhyana Yoga, not Ashtanga Yoga. So Bhakti Yoga is perfect. Bhakti Yoga means you serve Krishna, instead of getting detached to this world, first develop attachment to Krishna. So Prahlad makes this point. The way nail is attracted to the magnet, my attraction towards Krishna is natural. Of course, Prahlad is pure devotee. We don't have that. But, as much as possible, you should try to please Guru and Krishna, So, then slowly we should develop attachment to Guru and Krishna. That will eventually bring detachment. Of course, it will not happen tomorrow. It will take some time. But that's okay. It will take some time, but that's okay. And but we need to, what is that? That is the only way approach.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. So this wonderful path that Srila Prabhupada has given us, we just have to follow that, his instructions.
Yes, bro. That's it. I agree.
Thank you.
Alex. Anyone has any other
Hare
question?
Krishna Prabhuji. You
Uh-huh.
said that lust is like Krishan ji also has a lust for makhan, right? For butter. He also want to have the butters, right? So is that also considered as a lust, or is just considered as a what it will be considered? Because lust is for anything, right? Jigyasa kahe to, ya, lalach. So eating makhan or going to gopis, we heard a lot of pastime for Krishna. So what is that considered?
Prabhuji, Krishna wants prema. Prabhupada's lecture is there on this. If you make, makhan for Krishna, he'll come and steal. If you don't make makhan and you make it for yourself, Krishna will not look at it. So, Prabhupada says this point. Krishna is not going to get anything when you're trying to offer food to Krishna. You will make progress. So, patram pushpam phalam toyam yome bhaktya prayachati tadaham bhaktya paratam asnaya prayatatma. So, in that verse, bhakti is 2 times. Yome bhaktya prayachati tadaham bhakti upahrutam. So, if you genuinely offer to Krishna, my Lord, please come and eat it. Krishna says, all right, you're इतना आप चाहते हो, रो रहे हो, ठीक है मैं आता हूं, आपका मैं एक्सेप्ट करता हूं. So, but Krishna is, Krishna is above 3 modes, Prabhuji. Prabhupada makes a statement. Krishna is only prema. Of course, quality, lust also, but that is all transcendental, Yes, Krishna is above 3 modes. There is actually even lust and love. Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami gives in Chaitanya Charitamrita. Atmendriya Preeti Taravancha Bale Kama, Krishnendriya Preeti Ichidare Prema Nama. What is lust? Trying to please your mind and senses. That is lust. What is love? Trying to please Krishna's senses, Krishna's mind. That is love. Because Krishna is supreme. So, because Krishna is transcendental, otherwise, you hate an enemy. But Shishupal is meditating on Krishna. Every time Shishupal would see Krishna, he would only bad words would come from his mouth. But when Krishna killed him, Shishupal got liberation. Hare Krishna, everyone was shocked. Why? Krishna is above 3 modes. Krishna is absolute. Because he is absolute, whether you approach with, when you meditate like Kamsa and Shishupal, they meditated Krishna out of hatredness and anger. They were liberated too. Gopis and Yadus, they meditated Krishna, bhakti wise. Kama snehad bhayad krodad. But of course, gopis, they went back to Godhead, and Shishupal and Kamsa, they got impersonal liberation. There's slight difference, but still they were liberated. So that is the true difference between lust and love, Prabhuji. If we are trying to satisfy our senses, our mind, that is lust. And if you're trying to satisfy Krishna's mind and Krishna's senses, it's love, prema. Clear?
Okay, Prabhuji. It's tough to understand, but okay, I try.
No, okay, I'll tell you this. You go to the shop, and there are so many shops. You go and buy gulab jamun rasgulla. You eat. There is no Krishna in that. Prabhuji, our eyes want to see nice things. Yes, we see. If you watch videos for your mind, sensual pleasure. You eat nice things for the pleasure of the tongue. You hear nice music for the pleasure. Actually, what happens? Soul is stuck in the body, Prabhu. That's why soul, because of the false ego, soul thinks we are this body. So if you offer prasad and eat it, that is okay. That's a legitimate enjoyment. But some people, what they do, they go for the lower levels of enjoyment, meat eating, sex, illicit sex, intoxication, gambling. So that's Tamoguna enjoyment. Even Rajoguna enjoyment is also there. Even Sattoguna enjoyment is there, but now that their enjoyment is separate from Krishna. What it will do, it will continue us in the cycle of birth and death. When you do in the bodily state consciousness, you do all these things, then you'll get more body, more bodies. Sometimes even if you go for throughout your life, go for Tamoguna enjoyment, next lifetime will become plants or trees. Plants or trees are some animals. Tiger. Rajoguna enjoyment, again we get human life. Tamoguna, Sattoguna enjoyment, maybe higher planetary systems. So, but pure bhakti only will make us understand and realize we are spirit soul, not the body. You're understanding?
Okay, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Any other question or comment?
Geshe Prabhuji, my voice is very bad, but I have the throat infection, but I couldn't stop myself from appreciating your class. I really wanted to hear, especially when you're not well. And you mentioned you were also not well and you still came in to give the class. That's another effort to do. So, Prabhuji, my question is that why, when we face certain karmas, and we come to know in Krishna consciousness that, oh, this is what I did, this is what I said. So that thing is coming to me in some form of bad health or something. So my question is, why is some karmas coming immediately and some taking a long time? Why is this distant like that? Shouldn't the karma just come immediately? वो बुरा करा तो अभी उसका कर्म मिला, ऐसे नहीं हो सकता. So, I just wanted to know a little bit about why it is displaced with time.
If you know that, you will live here. I mean, simple answer is Gahano Karmana Gati. Karmana Vibodhavyam Bodham cha Vikarmana. So that's a verse is there. I don't remember now. That's a Gahano Karmana Gati. Krishna is telling, like I told this, I never told in this class, but let me tell you. Dhritarashtra asked Krishna, my lord, you gave me birth in a family that rules the whole world, that has an eldest son, means I should get the throne. But I was born blind. For the mistake I have not done, I didn't get the kingdom in my hands. My brother became king, and my brother became a king, and I was very sad. But then eventually my brother died, and I got the king. So then what happened? My brother got only 5 sons. I got 100 sons, and I was very happy. But eventually I got the kingdom also. I became king also. But then what happened, my lord? You killed all my 100 children, and the kingdom is gone. Krishna said, Dhritarashtra, you were a son of a hunter 100 lifetimes ago. One day you climbed the tree, blinded the father bird. You blinded his eyes, the bird's eyes, and you killed all the 100 siblings to death. So after 100 lifetimes, now you became son of a king. Now you became, you took birth in a royal family, you were born blind, and all your 100 children were killed. Dhritarashtra was not happy. My lord, if I had done this 100 lifetimes ago, why you took 100 lifetimes? You should have done the next lifetime itself. Krishna said, Dhritarashtra, to give birth to one son, you need to have one good karma. For that to happen, 100 children should be killed. You should have 100 children first of all. So you need to have enough good karma to give birth to 100 children first of all. So you took 100 lifetimes, you have accumulated much more karma than needed. That qualified you to become a son of an emperor. But you got 100 children, eventually they were all killed. Every action has equal and opposite reaction. So this example I always say. So some actions, like for example, you take a very spicy food, The next day morning, it takes 6-7 hours. When you go to next day morning toilet, then there will be some burning. But when you go and hit somebody is driving and you go and hit somebody and you get down the car, instead of calling 911, you go and slap them. Immediately they'll slap us also. Some actions are instant. Some actions take a little time. If you sow a coconut seed, it takes 20 years. If you sow a mustard seed, it takes only 20 days. So it all depends on different actions. It takes some time. Nature, Prakriti takes some time to process it. And they had that whole, the administration, Prakriti's administration, they process your action, which they will translate into reaction. They have that list. I don't have it. That's why Krishna simply says, Gahano Karmanagat. It's very difficult to understand why it happened. But one thing is, what is that? Aprarabdha phalam papam kutam bijam phalanmukam kramena phalayata Vishnu bhakti ratatmano. This is given in Padma Puran. When you do something wrong, so aprarabdha. So you are saving a seed of sin. Okay, nothing happened. Everything went well. No, you have sown a seed of sin. It will become kutam. It's dormant. Bijam, it'll sprout. That nothing happens. Oh, you're also committing other things also, other wrong things also. Suddenly one day that seed will become a big tree and the first fruit will come. Then you'll suffer. So the stages. So the same thing is given in nectar of devotion. The first thing is kutam is a proclivity, our desire to sin. Inclination. That eventually translates to the reactions. Okay.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Thank you for the answers. It's good to understand. But one thing is there, the Dhritarashtra, he had punctured the eyes of ant. It's not like a human being. Still, he got the karma like that.
He punctured, he blinded
Yeah.
the father bird, I heard,
Okay.
So every action has equal and opposite reaction is not only Newton's third law, but it's nature's law also.
So it doesn't matter we are hurting even an ant or a human being or a big animal. Doesn't matter.
No, actually, again, this is the thing. The reaction will come when you do something wrong. To what extent, as I said, Manusmriti is the book that tells, I don't have that list. What reaction will come, I don't know. So, but simple thing is, as much as possible, we should not we shouldn't offend any, shouldn't give trouble to any living entity. Esmano dijite loko, lokano dijite chaya. Harshamayarsha payodvegar yomad bhakta samay priya. Krishna tells in Bhagavad Gita 12th chapter, because of you, nobody should be put into difficulty. When somebody puts you into difficulty, you should not be agitated. You accept happiness and distress in the same way. That type of person, I like them very much, Krishna says. Okay?
Okay, Prabhuji. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Anyone has any other question or comment?
Yeah, Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. This is Geeta once again. Prabhuji, I wanted to ask you about karma philosophy. Nobody really understands the karma philosophy. But the thing is, like they say, a thought is also karma, correct?
Huh?
A thought is also, even if it's not implemented, but a thought is also karma, Prabhuji?
Thank you. Nice question. Whatever you speak and do will collect. We are Kali Yuga human beings. Thought doesn't generate karma. Even though, so if thought level, in the mind level, in the mind level, we think something and that has reaction, we all will go to hell. Everyone will go to hell only. Kali Yuga people. So one Kali Yuga has one advantage. The advantage is anything you think wrong in the mind level, you will not have reaction. But when you translate that into speaking and acting, then only you'll get reaction. But if you think again 10 times, 11th time, you are impelled to speak or act. Be very careful, as long as it is in the mental level, thought level, no reaction. But if you entertain it, one day you'll speak it. So better better not meditate on it. Dhyayata vishyan pumsaha sangasteshu pajayate. So if you, instead of meditating on thoughts, if they are bad thoughts, just kill them. He did this like this to me, she did this like this, she did like this to me. If you meditate one day, there's a good possibility. As long as you think like this, no karma. But when you speak, one day there is a possibility you speak, then karma will come. Okay?
Yes, thank you, Prabhuji. But when some negative thought comes and you ask the Lord to help you, you're already understanding that it's not right, and you're asking for forgiveness. So, is that okay, Prabhuji?
Yeah, you didn't tell anybody, what your negative thoughts are. You're asking, my Lord, please remove it. So Krishna Ma is there in your heart. Krishna knows everything about everyone, before past, present, and future. So, the thought offense at the level of mind, thought level, if you ask forgiveness, you're becoming better and better and better. That's very good.
And Prabhuji, if your thoughts are not spoken to the person you're thinking about, but to somebody else, that's also not right, right? You said when brought into words is not right, but if the words are not in a angry, you're sharing with someone else, it's less harmful than you're sharing with the person who you are talking about, right? But it's yes, thank you, Prabhuji.
If you are sharing with a view to ruin his or her image, that will constitute Vaishnava Aparadha. You are telling somebody, hey, you know what, that person, what she did this to me. I don't want to tell you, but she did this to me. He did this to me. But I don't want to tell you this. Suddenly it's coming out, with an element, with an intention to bring their image down, put them down. You want to tarnish their image, in the eyes of others. Definitely that will conclude as an offense. That will construct an offense. Because, it's an aparadha. Sin means, if you do something wrong, because of your conditioning, Krishna will forgive you actually. This verse is given. Abhichet Sudrachara Vajademananibhak. But aparadha, no. Aparadha is more powerful than sin actually. But of course, it doesn't mean we have license to sin. But simple thing, we should not do aparadha. They are also Krishna's devotees. Honestly speaking, we should not offend non-devotees also, because Krishna is there in their heart also. Understanding?
Yes, Prabhuji. So the intention is important, like always.
Yes.
But if you're just sharing your upset and sharing with someone else with no intention of maligning, but just sharing to, sometimes offload yourself. I know I agree with you, Prabhuji, but we have to restrain. But sometimes,
No, but this is the thing. If you genuinely, for example, something is we all go through troubles, we have sufferings, no doubt. So, we need to open our heart with somebody. If you're opening your heart with somebody with an intention to relieve yourself, 100% you have no desire you don't have any malicious intention to put that person down. You went through some suffering, you do. Of course, ego is there to tell us we are right. But honestly speaking, if as much as possible, without bringing the third person, or I heard this, I'm just trying to repeat. If you are taking shelter of somebody like your counselor or somebody or your mother, your whatever you're going through, you're telling, with a genuine desire to get relief from suffering, and in that, as much as possible, other person's image is not tarnished, sabotaged, then you are protected. Because the problem is, for example, you tell me something about third person. When the third person when I see that person, what will come to my mind? Not all the good qualities. All the whatever you told me, that will come to my mind. So that's why we have to be a little careful, actually.
yes, Prabhuji. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Very helpful. Hare Krishna.
Anyone wants to add anything? Otherwise,
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you so much for all the answers, Prabhu. I think it was Rupini Padma Mataji's question about karma. Uh, I was just thinking of this example I heard recently in one of the classes, that it could be at a very subtle level. We can understand it like how we plant seeds. So mirchi ka plant or fig plant and a mango tree. So mirchi ka tree comes up, plant would come up in the seed, gets sprouted in a week, and fig tree takes 1 year and mango tree takes 15 years. So like that karma ka, it can, it helped me understand. So I was just thinking about that example. And then my question is, Prabhu, about the grossest form of lust. When you were speaking about lust, greed, and anger, you were gonna explain grossest form of lust, but I don't, somehow I missed hearing that. If you could please explain that, that would be.
No, grossest form of lust is sense enjoyment, Amma.
Okay.
Like illicit relationships. That's the grossest form,
Okay. Okay.
That's what.
Okay. Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you so much. Dandavat.
If nothing is there, we'll end it here.
Yeah. Oh, Prabhu, one sec.
Haribol Prabhu, I have a question about when determination will turn into a lust. So we have to have a determination to advance ourselves, to put ourselves in a better position. When it's a very fine thin line, and how do we figure out, okay, hey, this is too much? How do we control that? Okay, hey, this determination is not good. This is lust, or this is not lust.
No, I'm not clear. So you're telling so you're determining for wrong things, and Acha, you're asking for what I should be determined, what I should not be determined.
Yeah.
Do you have a counselor? Do you have a guide? How many rounds you chant? I don't know. So we need to have a guide, or read Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam. And you made a nice point actually. There's the 18th chapter Bhagavad Gita also speaks of determination, the mode of ignorance, mode of passion, and mode of goodness. Like children, sometimes children, you take them to the market and they start rolling on the ground. I want the chocolate, I want the chocolate. That's a determination more than tamogan. So, but what you will do, you'll finally buy it because everyone is watching at you, everyone looking at you. So the point is, we should have determination for Krishna conscious things, Prabhuji.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
But of course, if you're a grahastha, you need a job.
Right.
There is nothing wrong making progress, and nothing wrong getting a good job. You need transportation, so there's nothing wrong having a car. You need a home place to stay, so there is nothing wrong having a place. Purchasing your own home. So the minimums and comfort. There is nothing wrong living life comfortably, but the desires that are not that are detrimental to Krishna consciousness, those desires are not good. We shouldn't be determined to achieve those things.
Okay. Thank you,
So
Prabhu.
if you read a book called There is a Nectar of Instruction, very nice book. The first verse you read, first, second, third verse, 3 verses. They will tell you what to be determined for, what not to be determined for.
Sure, Prabhu. Thank you so much, Prabhu. Yeah, I'll be chanting 16 rounds for 4 years. Yeah.
Amazing. So, what is that? Read that first 3 verses, We just finished, I conduct Bhakti Shastri, we just finished that one recently, yesterday on the Sunday only finished. So, what is that? Very small book, Shraddha to 11 verses, Rupa Goswami explains. Takes you from Shraddha, if you have little Shraddha, it will take you to Prema. What a genius Rupa Goswami is actually.
Sure, Prabhu. I have the book. Definitely, I'll look into it, Prabhu. Thank you.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. Thank you so much for this nectarian class and such a wonderful question answer session. I was missing this, and I miss your classes a lot. When I was in India, it was a bit difficult to attend the class, but it is so inspiring to see you how you are giving class from India. So thank you so much, Prabhuji, your association. And yeah, Sandeep Prabhu who asked just question. He's a husband of Her Grace Premanandini Mataji and Kanai Thakur Prabhu from Pune. So she's his sister. So Santi Prabhu is related to him. So yeah, they are very nice devotees. But yes,
I think I met them when I came to
yes,
DC.
from DC, yeah.
Yeah, I met them. I remember now.
Yeah, at our home and I think you had program at their home also. I think so.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Ananta Koti Vaishnava ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki
His Grace Yugal Kishore
Yugal
Prabhu
Kishore
ki
Jai.
jai.
all assembled devotees ki
Jai.
Thank you so
Thank you,
much.
Prabhuji.
Hare
Good
Krishna.
wonderful
Hare Krishna.
association.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare
And
Krishna.
meeting you after a long time.
Did
Hare
you
Krishna.
welcome Savita Mataji?
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing.
Yeah.
Welcome back. Voice is coming, so I'm trying to,
Yes, and as everybody was praying for my dad. I
Yes.
just want to let you all know that my dad is doing very well. He
Very
has
good.
a pacemaker surgery, very well, and now he's recovering. He's with my brother now. So, thank you so much, everybody, for your prayers. And Krishna, of course, it went very well. So, thank you, Hare Krishna.
Thank you, everyone.
Good to know.
Thank you,
Welcome back.
Mataji.
Yes.
And welcome back.
Yes, Malini Mataji,
Also,
Gita
and
Mataji.
Radhini also.
Thank you. Welcome
Thank-
back, Samarasita Mataji. Thank you.
Yes,
We can say
Malini
Hari Bol 3
Mataji.
times. Hari
Hari
Bol.
Bol.
Hari Bol.
Hari
Bol,
Bol.
Hari Bol, Hari
Hari
Bol,
Bol.
Hari Bol.
Yeah, I miss you all. Hare Krishna.
Yeah.
We
Hare
missed you,
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.
Mataji. Welcome
Yeah,
back.
we
Hare
miss
Krishna.
Mataji,
everyone.
we are happy, but
Welcome back.
Mataji, we are happy, but your parents, they will be sad.
Yeah. my father said, why you are living so long, far distance? Why you are living in America now?
Yeah, I can understand. दुख
Yeah.
and सुख में चल रहे हैं ना माताजी क्या करें
क्या करें? Yes.
Okay, माताजी Hare Krishna.
Yeah, Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Prem Nandini Mataji and Rupidi Padma Mataji, you handles call so nicely in my absence. Yeah. Hari Bol.
Hari Bol. Hari.
Thank you so much, Mataji, for the seva. And we always have to be engaged with serving the Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis, Otherwise, I don't know what we will do or how our health will become okay, how we'll survive without Krishna and the devotees. So the more seva we get, more we get encouraged to, be more Krishna conscious. And I realize that. Thank you, Mataji.
Yes, Mataji. Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.